Hello everyone. So there was a trend in YouTube. Usually they titled with like how much I spent in 1 week in LA as a 24, 25 years old. And I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be fun if I do something similar, but how much I spent in 1 week in Barcelona as 25-year-old, just freshly graduated. So I will divide all my expenses into two parts. One part is like necessary fixed expenses like renting, etc., and the other part is more flexible, like all the things you buy, the money you spend eating out, or gifts you buy for friends, etc. So brief introduction. I'm a person that doesn't really go out. I don't socialize much, and I don't eat out much either, and I have not like a very fixed routine, which means I have a very flexible diet, etc. Still, Barcelona is kind of expensive city compared to China or compared to other cities in the world. At least it's a kind of metropolitan, I'll say. I don't know. Yeah, let's begin. So in the first part, I'll just start with something very fixed, like each month you have to pay for it. We start from renting. I have this room. It's a single room with single bed, which by the way, my bed can be expanded, so that's cool. Anyways, I pay for 400 euros for this room per month. And then for electricity and water, I did a bit of average and do the calculation, which comes to 53 euros per month approximately, which come to like 450 something for this room. But at the in addition we have like the Wi-Fi. I pay around 18.7 euros for that per month. And then in order to stay in Spain and to renew your visa and your residentialship, you have to have like an insurance that will cost me like around, I have Sanitas, because I heard it's very convenient, and it has like it cost me 31 euro per month. And then I go to the gym 2 to 4 times a week, and they have like kind of promotion, so I pay 113.36 euros per 4 months, so which comes to around 28 euros per month. And about the transportation, because I just turned 25, for people who are younger than 24, the transportation, you can buy like a card for young people, which will cost you around 80 euros per 3 months, which will cost me around 26 per month. And then apart from that, I'll later divide them by 30 and then multiply them by 7, and let's see what that numbers come to. And then I still want to mention, because there are so many implicit fees that you don't see, just like subscriptions. Sometimes I miss it out, and I kind of waste money on that. I'll say, for example, I have an app to help you to sleep, which is called Sleep Cycle. I pay around 30 euros per year, but I'll just cancel it next year. It cost me 2.5 euros per month. And then we have like a filter, because the water here tastes a bit bad, so we have that filter, but I'll cancel it as well, because normally I drink water like this. Well, it's more expensive, but I have like really high standard about water. So that costs us like 74.25 per year, which comes around 6 euros per month. And then Spotify, that's one I have to use. It's around 5 euros because I had the student discount. And then Coursera, which where I just go to, like doing online studying, which I'm interested in. I genuinely really appreciate it. It cost me around 38 euros per month. And then I have another like modeling platform. I don't like all the restrictions it has, so I just pay for the membership, which cost me like 5 euros. But I will say it's an investment, not like spending. But anyways, I'll calculate this. So this part is kind of the necessary expenses in Barcelona that almost each month I will pay for it. I forgot the phone bill, 10 euros per month. I'll calculate as well. Like we sum it up, which will lead us to 623.2 euros, and then I'll like divide them by 30 and multiply them by 7, which comes to 145, around 145 euros per week for like expenses that you almost cannot swipe off, except this membership I'm gonna cancel. So in the second part, I will talk about things that are more flexible, which will vary in each month. So first of all, in our house, we're 3 and we're friends, so we usually eat together, cook together, so buy the grocery together. So I will just pay my part, which will be 22 euros, around 22 euros. And for this whole month, from 31st of October to today. So that's the grocery. And in this whole week, I have eaten one order in. I paid 22 euros for that, but I basically eat 3 meals because I don't eat much and I've ordered too much. And I have eaten out 3 times, but in this whole week, my friends invite me, like different kind of groups of friends, but for sure I'm gonna pay them back. But here's the thing, that each week you may have like weird expenses that you don't usually do, but you will have this kind of people inviting you, but in the next week maybe you just invite them back. So for me, it's more like a dynamic balance, so I will not exclude it or calculate it in. That doesn't really make sense to me. So I buy things like this one cost me like 1.35 euros, and then I buy like puzzles because I really enjoy solving problems, and that cost me, that's a bit expensive, 17.98 euros. And I've bought some Chinese snacks, which is kind of expensive here, but I kind of need that because it makes me feel better in a foreign country, and that cost me like 15.55 euros. And I repaired my phone because the battery is basically dead, so it cost me 89 euros. I'll calculate it in as well. And while waiting, I took a coffee in front of the repair shop, which cost me like 2.2 euros. I was gonna eat a brunch, but I see the price is like super high, so I think I'd better just save that money. And for that order I just show you guys, I paid 4.5 for 2 huge bottles, which will definitely support for the whole week. And I went to buy some medication like melatonin yesterday to the pharmacy. That cost me 27.1 euro. And I've bought the milk tea for that friend who has invited me for dinner, which cost me around 11 euros. And today I bought some carrots, a steak, and I bought like fruits, which cost me around, I think it's around 8-9 euros, which I'm not quite sure. Later I'll just check it. Oh, and by the way, I've bought another friend a gift, like a little stone, because when she told me like a story, so weirdly my mind just comes with that stone, so I just check online where I can find the stone, and I bought it, which cost me around 30 euros. I know it's expensive, but it's for friends, which comes at the end to 251.78 euros. But I think for this part, maybe I'll just get out the phone repairing part, because that will be very, very rare. It's not gonna happen like frequently, so that may make more sense. So that comes to around like 160 euros plus that necessary expending. I just spent around 300 euros this whole week. And I hope that it helps to get you guys to know a little bit more about the life in Barcelona, about the expenses, about everything. And by the way, I wasn't conscious at all about my spending before, but I kind of started to feel interested in finance, investment, and especially money and how the money work in the society. So I want to have this consciousness in my money management and trying to save more and invest more and maybe help friends more. Yeah. Yeah, I may sound a bit frugal, but I think it's good actually. Yeah, and that's it, and I hope you enjoy it.